longtime friends got me this for Christmas, and my friends just know me so well. There you go. Hello, my fellow dweebs. Happy New Year and welcome to my Arcane blind reaction series. Thank you so much to everyone who voted in the poll. It's always so awesome to start a brand new show with you guys, and I'm just so honored that so many of you want to continue this journey with me and come back to the channel year after year. I am extremely grateful and blessed, and so thank you so much for being here. This is a show that I truly know nothing about. I mean, that's generally the case when I go into watching these shows, but certain ones like Rick and Morty or The Owl House, by the time I got around to them, they had been out for a while. So I felt like I knew a little bit about the premise and what to expect, but the only thing I know about this show is that it does have League of Legends lore, which if you have been a part of the channel, you know from the poll that I did, I don't really know anything about League of Legends either. But some of you said that actually was, I don't know that beneficial is the right word, but it added to your enjoyment of the show because you got to learn about the world as you went and you didn't have any sort of preconceived ideas of what might be in the show already. So I'm hoping that I fall into that category of person and that I will just enjoy the show blindly. And from how many of you voted for the show and were adamant about it being on the poll, I just have a feeling that I'm gonna love it. So without further ado, let's get watching season 1, episode 1 of Arcane, which, ooh, I did not. I came unprepared. I didn't look at episode titles. Give me 1 second. Ooh, welcome to the playground. And let's get watching. Ooh, new show, let's go! Okay, this animation style is insane. Oof, the soundtrack is so beautiful too. Shit, you guys, I'm already so invested.
It's nice getting above it all, huh?
I wonder how many, oh, so beautiful. I wonder how many years in the future this is.
If we get caught,
We're not gonna get caught. We'll be in and out before anyone
And the
notices.
sound editing, damn you guys, everything about this show.
Vander's gonna kill us.
Yeah, only if we screw up. So don't screw up.
I love her personality, she's so strong.
Who locks their balcony?
Such a smart joke. I love the steampunky aesthetic of this. This animation though! So much for not getting caught.
This way!
It's about being in the top side, so I assume there's like a downside. I was gonna say either side, but forget about that.
Just a taste?
Just...
Woo! Love it. It's gonna get messy real quick though. Oh no, the baby's PTSD. God, this just like so easily could have been an ordinary fight scene, and to add that layer of her being triggered from it was so effective.
Wanna see how that ends?
time. She is fearless.
Come on, Mauser. I need you.
Mauser? Bowser? What did she say? Can you imagine? Bowser from Mario just comes out of nowhere.
Come on, if you wanted a peek.
This show, so good already. Ooh, looks like a little Pokemon. Ugh, the color palette. I'm sorry, I'll shut up. I'm obsessed with everything about this show.
It's a fair price. I think you should take it.
No.
Ew, does he have a bracelet out of finger bones?
I don't suppose you can explain why it is that I'm hearing about an explosion and a foot chase topside? 4 children fleeing the scene. Everyone out.
Oh.
How'd you get this?
Some idiot was following us.
You did put that idiot on his arse, though, right?
Oh, I love him.
You see this look on my face? This will always mean it's time to shut up.
But we're looking for the culprits.
Got a description?
Yeah, it's exactly who you're picturing in that thick head of yours.
You think my head is thick?
Just past the average.
Listen, you shady
How
son of a...
about you go for a little walk, Marcus? The council needs someone to make an example of. People need to feel safe.
Yeah, topside people. I'm sorry, Grayson, but I can't offer up my own people.
God.
What are you calling this one?
Whisker.
She's so cute.
You see it?
Huh?
Milo tripped over his own paint bucket and nearly fell off trying to draw a giant middle finger. When I was a kid, some guy took my favorite toy and threw it up there. I used to come out here at night and stare at it, hoping maybe the wind or a bird might knock it down.
These were in my pocket. They're from the apartment.
What are they?
I don't know.
Let's keep this our little secret. Milo's wrong, Powder. You're stronger than you think.
You were supposed to follow them and not interfere.
Yeah, the topsiders are up in arms looking for him.
Vanda's in trouble.
Feeding time.
Oh. Oh, is the mouse gonna feed on the cat? You guys, this show's insane! I'm sitting here trying to think about how to do a review on this, but I'm obsessed with everything. I feel like it's gonna be so boring for me to just sit here and rave about everything that I loved so much about this premiere, but if I could just imagine my ideal show, this would probably be it. It's animated, so you have that suspension of disbelief. The world is so interesting. It's this combination between like steampunk, sci-fi, fantasy, and I love that as dark as the tone is for the show, the color palette is still so colorful. There's lots of neon colors and gem tones, and even Powder and Vi's hair have this colorful hue to it. And I feel like after a 40-minute episode, I already know the characters so well. They did such a great job introducing them. I mean, of course, characters can always surprise you or change or grow or be not not who they appear to be at the start. But I feel like we just got such a great insight between Vander and Vi's relationship and Vi and Powder's relationship and where they come from and why they behave the way that they do, and even sort of the interworkings and personal relationships of the group. There's tension there between Milo and Powder, which we got to see. Milo? Miles? It might take me another episode to get the names down, but I promise I'll get there. And the soundtrack, like the original songs and the score, so many of those composed songs that were playing were just tugging on my heartstrings so much. The sound editing, the unique animation style, I have not a complaint. Not a one. Yeah, I can see why this show won the poll by a landslide. I'd be voting for this one too. I haven't seen the other shows, so I guess I shouldn't say, but genuinely, I think out of all the shows I've watched on the channel, this to me feels the most like a work of art. And that's not to slam any of the shows that I've watched on the channel before, because obviously art is subjective and there's very incredible things about all the shows that I've watched, but I don't know if it's that Netflix budget or what, but this is some of the most stunning animation that I have watched on the channel. I've been trying in my reviews to steer away from making predictions, because then by the time the episode comes out next week or my next reaction comes out, so often I'm just so wrong about everything that I say. But I will say the one thing that I wonder is if Powder is going to use those blue gems or orbs for her inventions, because it seemed like she was trying to do some sort of bomb with the nails and the like powder that she put in when she was fighting that group of guys. So I'm wondering if she ends up putting one of those in there and perhaps it somehow goes awry, like she ends up hurting someone that she didn't mean to hurt, or causing more damage to other buildings, maybe in her side of town. I don't know. That's the one small prediction that I feel like I'm gonna say, but I feel like it's so hard to tell where shows are gonna go from the first episode. I think if I had to pick a favorite character just from this episode alone, it would probably be Vander. I find him so likable. He's very tough but fair, and you can tell he really cares about Vi. Yeah, I like him a lot, which makes me nervous. It makes me feel like something bad is gonna happen to him, especially with everything that's going on with the top side. I could see Vander maybe sacrificing himself so that Vi and Powder didn't get in trouble. But I also think he feels like he is their provider, so I also don't think he would like abandon them like that. But if it was to protect them, maybe. Anyways, like I said, I don't want to make too many predictions because so often they're wrong. Long story short, I'm in love with this show and this world, and I'm so excited to keep watching. Thank you guys so much for introducing me to it. It's one of those shows similar to like The Owl House, and I know there's been a couple others that I don't think I would have ever watched or heard about if it weren't for you guys. So I just feel so lucky that I got introduced to the show because of the channel, and I'm so excited to watch this season with you. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for new reactions every week. And if you would like access to full-length reactions, early release to my videos, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/AliciaDweeb. And I will see you dweebs later.